This is a live look at the Swamp, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium in Gainesville. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Florida Gators. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
The Hurricanes head coach told me before the game he understands the rivalry nature of this game, and he has asked his players to play with poise every step of the way. This crowd can get you off your pace. They can disrupt things at the line of scrimmage. And he said, guys, we have to communicate and stick together in this environment today. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. So the Florida Gators kicker headed to the football to start this 2026 season. He'll bring it out. It's Pringle. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and this crowd getting even more juice.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Just like we expected, this home crowd getting involved right from the start. Right back to the well. Maybe some room here. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something.
Looking for a crease. It's Fletcher. Makes him talk to the hand. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. It was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Shoots it to the left.
Almost had the completion, just missed it.
And we talk to teams week after week and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
Now facing a third and long. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Got his man in the middle. He gets it into enemy territory, but not quite enough for the first down. It'll be fourth down.
That's why as a defense, you feel okay playing man coverage on third down because you know you've got linebackers and you've got players on your defense that can cover these dangerous running backs mano a mano. Nice job tackling in the open field.
Punt is on its way. And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. With the catch, it's Mays. Turning it on! All the way! Touchdown, Florida!
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
And it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I tell you what, as a defense, you got to respect it. You got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Pringle. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. On the ground, it's Fletcher. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. Mensah makes the catch. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
I love the 3rd down defense. I love the defense understanding passing situation, dropping back, keeping everything in front of them, and then breaking on the football. In order to do this and be great on 3rd down, you got to do one thing really well. You've got to come up and make that tackle, and that's exactly what he did.
The Canes will try to pin them back with the punt. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Handoff for Ball. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And you could tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
It'll be 3rd and long. Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Gators will call on their punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Throwing, Mensah. Complete. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Snags it, and there's running room. The 10. Scoop and score. Touchdown, Gator.
Well, it's a great job by the receiver getting open and making the catch, but now you got to secure the football. You know there's going to be guys coming trying to rip it free. They did it. They scooped it. They scored. That's a play he's going to learn from.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. He'll bring it out. It's Pringle. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. On the move, it's Fletcher. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
They go right back to it. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Let's see what they have in the bag on 3rd and short from their own 18. Here's Mensah to throw. He's taking the shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Punt is on its way. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He gets a block. They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first quarter. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead, and they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Motion from the wideout. Running inside. It's Pryor. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Guys, let's chat about Florida. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on 3rd down.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
Not a lot of room to make this catch. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
They'll keep it on the ground. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Fires to the wideout. And it's knocked away, incomplete on third down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. The run inside. It's Pryor. Got a little grass. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. The Gator ground game is lurking in the murky waters, and it has been most effective.
Yeah, we've seen them in the past, man. When Florida's really cooking, they've got some good backs. They've got some good balance, but they've got some physicality, and that's what you want to see from this unit.
Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. And the Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He's got the tight end. Touchdown, Gators! And they take it in for 6 more points.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Pringle. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. Trailing by 3 touchdowns, if you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably scored pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game, but I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Makes the catch. It's Lofton. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score, but man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
Wants to throw on first down. It's complete. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. They've been steamrolled so far in this first half, David, but maybe a little positive momentum to take to the locker room.
And I like you got the first down of the drive. So maybe you can build on this now. I would play with some tempo, obviously getting closer to that.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
The Hurricanes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Mensah. Here's the pressure. And they got it. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. Caught, and he's got room. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. And the Canes headed quickly to the line. They've been completely lethargic in this first half, but finally some signs of life.
And we've seen it, Reese, throughout time, throughout college football history. You get that one big play, momentum starts to come in, and I don't know what it is. It changes everything. Maybe that's the play they needed to finally get some points on the scoreboard before the half.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off. He takes off and gets a positive gain.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Hurricanes!
Man, you just know that offense, they needed that touchdown to try to build some momentum. Hasn't really been going great early in this game, but a nice job being physical at the point of attack and pay it off with the score. And maybe that's just the play they needed to turn this thing around.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wilson. That's his first catch of the season. They believe he is a freshman who can contribute a lot early. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. They'll run out of the gun with Jaden Ball. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. So Miami signals for a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Finds his man. It's Singleton. Runs through a man. He might have some space. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Florida.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Coming out with it, it's Pringle. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Throwing, Mensah. Snagged out of the air. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a first down, and they have to show some urgency here. And the Hurricanes want to move quickly. Looking to throw on first down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Trying to make magic with his feet.
And, man, I love his courage to run the football. And I think it's necessary for the team. Sometimes you got to do that. But, man, see the surroundings, right? Like, knowing guys are around you. He gets hit late at the end of that play, and he got decked. You do not want to take those shots throughout a game. They will add up, and sometimes it will affect your throwing. That's too big of a hit to be taken for this quarterback.
Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. Bringing the heat. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Man, I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
The kick is on its way. He'll field the punt. Slips through the line. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye that Bull Gator head, let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Guys, we welcome you into the Week 0 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with a look at Penn State taking on the number 8 team, the Texas A&M Aggies.
Makes a move.
And it's the home team keeping things within arm's reach here in this ranked-on-ranked battle. I think the plan here is just to get to halftime, then figure out a way to pull this out in the second half.
Here comes the Gators offense ready to go on the attack. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball.
Here's the thing. Not a great run, but the offense has scored a ton of points. They haven't necessarily needed to have a strong running game in this one. Their quarterback right now is just playing lights out, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'd get back to throwing the ball.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Quarterback may change this route. Pulls it on the option. Breaks the tackle. He'll be forced out of bounds after the nice gain on the run.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football. That time on the option play, I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Gets it to him on the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. The Gators line up to punt it away.
He could go off. Oh, man, really? Coughing it up? Looked like he was going to do some damage, take that thing back to the house, and instead he coughs it up and gives it to the other team.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this is a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Here's Jaden one more time. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. Looking for the score. Fires into the end zone, incomplete.
And the defense finally steps up, man. They've had a tough day down here near the goal line defending the pass. Like, he's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. Nice job on this play. Nice response. Trying to get themselves back in the football game.
He'll bring it out. It's Pringle. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start. Breaks into the open. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one.
And this QB, man, how about it? It's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field, well, nobody's got me, and I can just take off, and I've got speed. He chews up ground so easy, so frustrating for a defense to have to deal with a guy like this.
And the Canes peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. A designed run for the quarterback. And a decent game there before the defense makes the stop.
And it's not sexy and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks. And just letting you know, we'll run him. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
The Canes racing to the line in the hurry-up.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a 2nd and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there. Go get it yourself. Make the right decision to keep it, not panic, and get you a fresh set of downs.
The Hurricanes getting set on 1st and 10. Here's Mensah to throw. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes. On the sideline, got it in the end zone.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game 1. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
Why not double the try total and go for 2? They'll move the wide receiver. The snap sets up to throw. And the sticky fingers makes that 2-point conversion decision a good one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Gators sending the offense back to work. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. Got it in the middle, it's Brown. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And this offense hadn't got the ground game going at all, but it hasn't mattered. The passing game has been so good. So you'd like to create balance on offense, but as long as they can keep spinning the pill out wide, this offense has been just fine.
Making side adjustments here. Motion from the wide receiver. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Gets it out quickly. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10 as we are getting this season underway in the opening week. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pryor. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
The Gators are moving quickly down the field. To the air on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Brown. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
And man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
A shot toward the end zone. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the 2nd half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
And this offense put together a really good drive, man. Like, that was a good drive, but 3rd down in the red zone when the field starts to shrink, they really struggle to try to find a play to get someone open.
And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And that will extend their lead even further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. They go back to work with a 1st down in the final period of this one. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Here's a heat. Being chased. 1st down and more. Slides to the ground, picks up the 1st down, and avoids the hit. And the Canes in the hurry up. Looking downfield on 1st down. Going over the top. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Right on the money. He's stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's 1st down. And the Hurricanes come to the line with a new set of downs.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
And he earns a 1st down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
And a lot of times in football, man, the short memory, we usually talk about the quarterback. But sometimes it's the running back who puts it on the deck. Sometimes it's your playmaker out wide who puts the ball on the deck. But that doesn't mean you abandon him. You come back to him, let him make plays. Nice job making the catch. And I still expect him to be a big part of this football game.
And the Canes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Running inside, it's Fletcher. Powers through the defender. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the fourth quarter, they're going to need it.
Driving its way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
I really like the play by the quarterback. Very, very smart. Listen, early in the downs, goal-to-go situation. Drop back. You don't see it right away. Tuck it and get positive yards. Make that next down easier so I can try to get a little bit closer to the goal line and I can get that touchdown. Headsy.
He's going for the goal line. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Miami.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Mensah. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. A quick break in the action here as they tend to the injured Hurricane. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He'll go out of bounds at the 27-yard line, just couldn't quite shake free. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Throws to the wideout. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Fires to the tight end. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. The analytics nerds will tell you that a 4-yard pickup on 1st down is a successful play. Let's see what they have on 1st and 10. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Finds his man down the middle. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. So Miami signals for a timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. And the Gators will punt it away on 4th down. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. Let's see if this rally can continue. A touchdown followed by the stop, and now they've got the ball back. Under fire. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball and not giving up anything big.
Throwing, Mensah. He's not afraid to go deep. Goes high to pull it in. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. The Canes want to crank the tempo.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
He's knocked down short gain. Maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Back to pass. Throws it deep. Intercepted to stop the threat. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10. Ball again. Fights off a defender. A mere 4 seconds after the clock stopped for the 2-minute timeout, the defense gets it stopped again, trying to get the ball back. Big third down play here. If they get a stop, you'll see an immediate timeout. The run inside. It's Pryor. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. With 1:52 seconds left, the defense will use the timeout trying to get the football back. Oh, look at this thing. They may need a flight attendant on that one. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Here's Mensah to throw. Unloads it left. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
The Hurricanes come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Rush is on him. Working on the right. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down.
I love when quarterbacks do that. When you go back to the guy that made a mistake earlier in the game. Earlier we saw that receiver fumble. Right away the quarterback throws him the football. Don't worry about it. I got you. We need you to win this game. And that's going to help this receiver's confidence and his mojo moving forward. Really good job there by the QB.
And that's exactly what this defense needs to do. The clock is your friend. Try to keep them in bounds. No big plays, and let that clock just tick. And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. Makes the grab. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Oh, they're after him. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Looking to fire. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
They've done a nice job marching the football down the field to get into this position in the red zone. You throw
field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on fourth and long. Mensah unleashes to the end zone. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
We're down 2.
And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Quarterback takes a knee, and they'll start this new season with a victory. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in, because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're